Right. Okay, so this paper one is, I think, could be a little bit easier than all the other paper one you have done. So hopefully you will take advantage and get high marks for the paper one. Okay, so let's start now, and everybody can hear me clearly, Joshua, just wake up. Do you look like just wake up? Okay, yeah. All right, so question one, the answer is number one. Okay, number one. Okay, so let's see how we get the answer. Now, which of the following is a digit 5 in the hundredth place? Now, this is the hundredth place. Okay, hundredth place. This digit 5 is in the thousandth. Okay, thousandth. So when there's a th, I will call it as the thousandth. This is ones. Okay, ones. This is tender. Okay, tender. All right, so let's not just go through quickly. I think for Ruel today lesson, your place value. All right, your place value got some mistake, right? So for example, let's say what place is this? This is the ones place. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is the tens place. Okay. So you must know your place value. Tens. This will be the ones. Okay. And then this will be the digit behind the decimal point will be the tenth. Okay, tenth. Then this will be the hundredth. Okay, it's getting further away. So this digit 8 will be the thousandth. Okay, I think some of you still confused with the place value. So make sure you know what is the correct place value. So the answer is number one. Okay, next one. Question number two, the answer is number two. All right. Now, if you have a mistake, it could be because you break up the steps. Now, you should not break up the steps. What do you mean? It means that you take 144 minus 2 times y. 2 times y is 2 times 9, which is 18. So put everything together in one big step so that you don't miss out anything. Then you take 144 minus 18 and do your working. So of course I'll use my calculator because so like we can do a bit faster. Okay. And make sure you don't use calculator when you do your paper one. So you minus you get 126, then divide by 6. Right, and then you get your answer, which is 21. So put everything in one big step. Don't break up your step like this. Don't do this. 2 times 9, 18, then 144 minus 18, and then you thought the answer is 126, and you put your answer number 4. Why it's dangerous is because when you break up your step, you may forget to do some steps, which is this one. So don't break up the steps. All right, put everything together. Okay, question number 3. If you have a mistake, which is answer number 2. If you have a mistake, it's because you try to do mentally or you thought that that was the answer. What is 19 10? 19 over 10. All right, how do you change it to decimal? Change it to a mixed number first, and then you will get 1.9. So do like this. 24,000 is 24 over 1,000. And then your decimal will be 0.024. And then what do you do next? You just plus them together. All right, so I never do mental sum. I will put everything into on the paper. Then you add together and you will get 1.924. All right. So please know how to change all this into what? Into fractions. And then after the fractions, you change into what? Into your decimal. Got it? Right? Okay. So let's go to question number 4. Any question you can raise your hand. Question number 4, the answer is number 4. Okay, so how to do this? A DVD costs $C. Jenny bought 5 DVDs. She was given a discount of $2 for each DVD. So how much did she pay after discount? All right. Now, so can you find what is the original price for 5 DVDs? So she wants to buy 5 DVD. If there's no discount, what will happen? Then you have to take 5 times C. So she will pay $5, and there's no discount, right? But what happens if there's a discount? Then there's a $2 discount for every CD. But you buy 5, right? Then how much discount do you get? You must take 5 times $2 discount each. So you will get $10 discount. Discount means what? You pay less money. So you take the total money, the original money, right? And you minus away the discount, and that will give you how much she has to pay, which is 5C minus $10. So discount means saving. You don't pay the money, right? You pay less money. So you have to minus the discount to get how much you pay. So the answer is number 4. Aubrey, do you get the answer correct so far, Aubrey? So far correct, yeah? All right, clear so far, everybody? Okay, Shalene and Beilin, can you put your camera down a bit lower? Like Mr. Ong, the whole face can see, the whole face. The whole face can see in the camera. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 5, the answer is number 4. Okay, now if you don't know how to do, it's because maybe you didn't make the decimal look a little bigger, right? And if you still get the answer wrong after you have done that, it's also maybe because you didn't count the gaps. Do you count the gaps to see how many units? 1, Don't count here. This is zero. Don't count the next line. One, two, three, four, and five. So you have five units. Every time you see a number line, you have to count the units. Then you take 5.90 minus 5.80, you will get 0.10. And what is one unit? 10 divided by 5. You get 0.02. All right, then start counting, adding, start adding. This is 6.02. This is 6.04. Then you add another 0.02. This will be 6.06. Right, so go and find one unit first. Then after that, go and plus 0.02 plus 0.02 and so on. Got it? All right. So if you have a mistake, know why you made the mistake and then learn from it. Right? Some of you never count the gaps, so next time count the gaps. All right, next one. Question number 6. The answer is number 4. And if you don't know why number 4, it's because you need to change it to mixed number, improper fraction. From mixed number, change to improper fraction to get how many 6th. What is 6th? It means how many 1 over 6. So what's the improper fraction after you change it? 7 times 3, 21. 21 plus 1 is 22 over 3. What do you call this fraction? 22 thirds. All right, so how many thirds? 22 thirds. But you want how many 6th? So you make the third into a 6, right? That is the lesson. Make the third into a 6. So 3 times 2, 22 times 2, you will get 44 sixth. So answer number 4. Okay, Aubrey, so far okay, no mistake? Okay, next one. All right, speed problem. Now, speed problem, when you do speed problem, you need to always draw the triangle so that you don't get confused with the formula. First thing to do is when you do speed problem, you draw the triangle. All right, this is a simple question. 1 mark, 2 marks. So don't need to draw a model if you know how to do. For example, a car is traveling. Oh, what's the answer first? Now, the answer is number 2. Okay, number 2. All right. Okay, so if you think it's quite easy, and you don't want to draw a model, which I taught you already, you can do something like this. Distance. Okay, put a capital D, capital S, and then capital T, time. And you look at the triangle, I want to find speed, distance divided by time. There is a pothole. All right, there's a pothole. You take 75 kilometer distance divided by time. Now, you cannot divide because why? Because kilometer per hour. You will have to change the minute to hour. So how do you change that? No calculator. What do? You take 45, change it into a fraction over 60. That's how you convert to hour, right? 45 over 60. And then get your simplest form. So 75 kilometer, and you divide by simplest form, which is 3/4. Okay, 3/4. And how do you divide fraction? You learned that in your P6. Now you change the whole number into a fraction first. Then what do? Keep, change, and flip. All right, there's a lot of things to learn here, a lot of things to revise. All right, how to change the minutes to hour? Just change it into a fraction over 60. Then simplest form. Then divide your fractions. Right? So divide by 3. 75 divided by 3 is 25. Cannot cancel already. Then 25 times 4 will give you 100. And then 1 times 1 will give you 1. So what is the speed of the car? 100 kilometer per hour. So do you get answer number 2? Already got number 2, right? Okay, right? So make sure you don't use calculator. Very important that you do not use calculator for paper 1. Okay, question number 8. The answer is number 2. Okay, how to get number 2? You need to round the number to the nearest whole number first. Now, you do not get the answer, then later round off. You have to follow the question. Question say round each number to nearest whole number. Then later get the answer. So what's the nearest whole number for this? 30. Then plus 60. Then times 10. Okay, anyone, okay, I'm not sure whether you know how to round off or you forgot. How do you round off the whole number? You draw a line to show how a whole number looks like. Look at the digit nearest the line, round up at 1, 30. Okay, that's how you round off. How about 60.4? Draw a line, right? The P4s are learning this, and show how a whole number looks like. Look at the digit 4, round down. So 60. Okay, next one. This one, draw a line to show how a whole number looks like. Look at the digit nearest the line, round up at 1, 10. That's how you get all the whole numbers here. Then after that, you are tested on 4 operations. So you have to times first. So 30 plus 600, and you get 630. So maybe you get it wrong because you didn't know that you have to do your four operations, right? You must do the times first, then later plus. Okay, so answer number two. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number nine. The answer is number three. Okay, how to do this? Now, quite easy also. If the base to the height is 3 to 5, so the base is 3 unit and the height is 5 unit and the height is 20 cm. So what is 5 unit? 5 unit is the height. Okay, then your 1 unit will be 20 divided by 5. Then what's the base? The base will be 4 times 3. Okay, I got the base, I got the height. Then how to find area? You must know your formula. Half times base times height. Okay, so half times base is 12, 3 units. Height is 5 units, which is 20. Okay, all right, then how to cancel? Divide by 2 and cancel 12, divide by 2. And you get 6 times 20. So 6 times 20 is 120, which is the area. Answer number 3. Clear so far? Easy, huh? Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 10. All right, question number 10 is a PSLE question. Already some of the questions that you have done, that we have gone through, they are also PSLE questions. All right, this is also another one. So what answer is that? Answer number 2. Did you get correct? Okay, why number 2? Because the figure is made of 4 pieces of cardboard. Which piece of cardboard do you use to make this diagram? You just cut, cut like that lah. That's how you have that's how you have number 2 lor. Number 2. Number 2 will look like the pieces already. Got it? You cut it into something what I've done. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 11. Okay, question 11, the answer is number 3. Okay, number 3, there is a concept here. When there's a fraction, what do? You must point the arrow pointing. If the fraction is in the middle, the numerator points to box P, and the denominator points to box Q, which is 4 units. All right, so can you find the volume of box P? 8 times 5, 40. 40 times 2. You can do mental sums, right? If it's easy. That is 1 unit. Okay, 1 unit is the volume of P, which is 80. Then what is Q? Q is 4 unit, which is 80 times 4. Okay, 80 times 4. Got it, Bailing? Understand? All right, so 80 times 4, and that is the volume of Q. And then you are stuck because you don't know how to get the height. And then remember, Mr. Tong taught you in P5, all right? P5, how to get the height? You write your formula. Length times breadth times height equal volume. Write your formula. Same for triangle to find the height. Do the same thing. Length is 20. Breadth is 4. Height, don't know. Volume, 320. Put inside the formula. Now, do you think you can find the height already? You just take 20 times 4, 80. Then 320, work backwards, divide by 80. And then, in case you don't know how to divide, cancel the 0. Okay? 32 divided by 8, 4. So what's the height? The height of the height of figure Q is 4 cm. So answer number 3. Okay? So there's a lesson here. If you want to find the height of anything, you need to write the formula first. And then from the formula, you will be able to get the height already. Okay? Clear? Okay, question 12. Okay, question 12. The selling price, what's the answer first? Answer is number 2. Okay, the selling price of 10 boxes is $50. Selling price means before the discount. This is before the discount. Okay, find the selling price of each box of chocolate if it is sold at a discount of 20%. So you need to understand this $50 is what kind of money is that? That is the original money, no discount yet. All right, so you have to find how much is the starting price after discount. So what do? You can find how much is one box first. One box, how much without the discount? So one box costs $5 without discount. And without discount, that will be 100%. When you do percentage, you always start with the base. Did your teacher say the base? Start with the base 100%. So your 100% is the original price, which is the selling price of one box. Okay, so can you find what is the discount or how much is 80%? Right, so to find 80%, how do you do that? Well, no calculator. What do? You can change the $5 into whole numbers. That is the, okay, that's also one of the ways. Then your 1% will be 500 divided by 100, you get 5 cents. Okay, that's how you change the, change what? The dollars into cents. Then 80% will be 80 times 5. 80 times 5, 400 cents. And isn't that $4? So how much is the box after discount? $4. Got it? Clear? All right. So the trick here is to change the dollars into whole numbers. Then you can divide already once you change it to whole numbers. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 13. Now, question 13, we have done it before already. So if you still get it wrong, another chance to understand. Okay, let me ask. Time to ask somebody. Okay, Bailing. Okay, Billing, can you tell Mr. Ong? Okay, let's read the question first. A shop had a number of computers. After selling 32 of them in the morning and 5 over 8 of the remainder in the afternoon, it was left with 1/4 of the computers. How many computers were sold altogether? Okay, let's start with Billing. Okay, Billing, what is this fraction talking about?
The,
What is the fraction talking about? 5 over 8?
the remainder.
Okay, very good. Okay, your voice a bit soft, huh? Look at what's behind the of. Of what? Of the remainder. Okay? All right, next person. Aubrey, what is 1/4 talking about?
The computers.
The computers. Okay, the computers means all the computers lah. Okay, next one. Ruel, are the two fractions talking about the same thing?
So,
No, yes or no? No, right? Because the 5 over 8 is talking about the remainder, which is the leftover. The 1/4 is talking about all the computers, which is not the leftover. So you cannot make the denominator the same. So if anybody has take or what 5 over 8 plus 1/4 or you minus, totally wrong. Okay, because when you plus or minus, you are making the denominator the same. So you're supposed to still draw a model which is easy to solve. If you draw the model, you can solve it. First sentence, you don't know how to draw, you go to the next sentence, right? After selling 32 of them, so cut, all right, you sell 32 of them in the morning, and where is the remainder? This is the remainder. And what do you do with the remainder? Cut it into 8 boxes. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you label 5 boxes in the afternoon. Okay, this is how you draw model. You draw first sentence, second, third, and continue. And then what do you call this one? You call it the leftover, right? It was left with 1/4 of the computers. All right, there is something easy we can do here. We don't need to continue to what? To draw the model. We can just put 1/4 left, like that. Okay, 1/4 left. So how many computers were sold altogether? Then Mr. can just do something quite creative, like this lor. Two arrow pointing, question mark. And then what do you call the boxes? You call them units. And your model is done. All right. Now, if there is a fraction for Aubrey, right? Aubrey, I want to sleep already, Aubrey, sleeping? You put your head, I want to sleep already. All right, gotta sit upright a little bit. So if you have a fraction 1/4, there is a 3/4 and there's a 4/4. Every time there's a fraction, there's a family. So where's the family? Where are the other family members? This is 4/4, which is everything. And then where's your 3/4? 1/4 left, then your 3/4 must be the altogether sold, right? 1/4, 3/4, 4/4. So you see a fraction, there's a family. All right, then can you see 1/4 is 3 units? Then 4/4 will be 12 units. 3/4 will be 9 units, right? Okay, so if 4/4 is 12 units, 3/4 is 9 units. Wow, can you solve already? Can you find how many units in the morning? So 9 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You must have sold 4 units in the morning, right? Because afternoon is 5 units. So your 4 units is equal 32. 1 unit is 8. Then altogether, you sell how many units? You sell 9 units, so 72. 9 times 8. So answer number 3. Do you get it correct? If you get it correct, means you understood. Maybe you draw the model to get the answer, or you already know how to do already. Okay, but those who don't know how to do, model. Okay, your model. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 14. Okay, when you see percentage and what's the answer first, your answer is number two. Now, in the word problem, and there's percentage, and it's a bit hard. If you think it's a bit hard, you change the percentage to fraction. Okay, fraction. So that will be 80% 4/5. 80% simplest form become 4/5. And the fraction is in the middle. Then what do you do just now? What do you learn just now? The arrow pointing, right? So the area of the rectangle is 4 units and the triangle is 5 units. Okay, important concept here. Then you find the area of the rectangle, which is 100 cm, 120. How do you get 120? 20 times 6. Okay, that's the area of the rectangle. 4 units. Okay, 4 units is 120. 1 unit must be 30. Got it? And then the triangle is how many units? The triangle is 5 units. So you take 30 times 5 and you will get 150 centimeter square. So the area of this triangle is 150 centimeter square. And those of you who don't know how to find the height, then like what I said just now, you need to write your formula. Write your formula. Okay? And then what do you do with that? You put the numbers inside your formula. Half times what's the base? 15. What's the height? Don't know. What's the area? 150. Okay, you write already. Do you know how to get the height now? No calculator also. How to get the height? You work backwards. 150 times 15 become divide by 15. Follow okay, 150 here is times 15, right? Times 15, you work backwards, become divide by 15, you get 10. Then there's a times half, right? What is working backwards? You start from here, you work backwards. 150 divide by 15, and then there's a half there. Half means what? Divide by 2. So what is working backwards when you divide by 2? Times 2, right? Times 2. So half is actually divided by 2. So you work backwards, it becomes 10 times 2. So 20. So your answer here must be 20. The height is 20. And how do you know whether you're correct? You go and check it. Go and check it out. Half times 15 times 20, do you get 150? Yes. So the height of the triangle is 20 cm. Do you understand? Half is what? Half means you divide by 2. When you work backwards, you times 2 lor. Correct, huh? Okay, all right. So let's move on to question 15. Question 15, PSLE question. All right, so in your paper 1, PSLE paper 1, there will always be a few questions, one or two very hard questions, or maybe three, I don't know. This is one of them. So if you get it correct, either it's a lucky guess or you know how to do. The answer is 4. Did anyone get 4? One person, two-person, the rest of you, nobody. Okay, this is a PSLE problem. So if you do the past year papers, you might see this. Okay, how to do this? Now, unfortunately, in the exam, you cannot use highlighter. Okay, you can't use I don't know whether you can use highlighter in PSLE, right? Because I need to show you by highlighters. All right, I'm going to show colors, okay? By using colors, you can see more clearly. So, figure 1 is a trapezium with a perimeter of 36 cm. Perimeter, you must know what is that. Perimeter means the lines that form figure 1. So the perimeter is 36. Okay. Figure 2 is made of 4 trapezium and the perimeter of figure 2 is 96. Do you know what is the perimeter of figure 2? Because if you don't even know what is perimeter, you can't do. Perimeter means like this. Can you see? Okay, I'm going to draw the outline. This is called the perimeter of figure 2. Okay, and the perimeter is 96 cm. So can you find the length of AB? Question mark. All right, how to do? Very confusing. You will need to use colors. I don't know whether PSLE can use colors or not. Okay, this is how you do. Okay, so I'm going to erase all these things. And what I will do is, I will use a color, maybe this trapezium. I call it blue color. So what's the perimeter of this trapezium? 36, right? Then I use another color, another trapezium. Okay, another 36. Then I use another color. Okay, maybe let me use this color. Okay, another trapezium. So, okay, so I get another 36. Okay, some of you may do differently. Doesn't matter. Okay, then another trapezium. So what's the perimeter of 4 trapezium? That will be the perimeter of 4 trapezium you add together will be how many? you will get 144. Okay, now what happened now? Okay, look carefully. I am going to take 144 and minus away the parameter of figure 2. Where is the parameter of figure 2? Look carefully. Okay, I'm going to minus the parameter of figure 2. So here, here, okay. By the way, there's a red line here. Okay, okay. So when you minus away the parameter of figure 2, how does it look like? Okay, it looks like this. Where you minus the
Where is
parameter of
the
figure 2.
paper? I'm still hungry.
See?
Okay.
Can see what I'm doing? So after you remove the parameter of figure 2 and this one as well, okay, let me just, uh, what color is that? Okay, yeah. Okay, after you remove the parameter of figure 2,
What's
what,
this?
Rubel, who is talking? I can't hear you. Who is saying? Rubel, are you saying something?
Yay, my favorite!
Huh? What are you talking about? Mister is confused about what you're saying. Are you? Okay. Are you talking about the question or are you talking about something else? Okay, anyway, let's continue, okay? So you minus away the parameter of figure 2 and you will get all the straight lines that you see, right? So how long is all the straight lines that you see? You take 144 minus the parameter of figure 2 that I removed already, and I will get what? So 144 minus 96, I get 48. What is 48? 48 is all the eight lines that you see, right? The eight lines. Okay, the eight lines that you add up all together. So what is the length of one line? How long is this one line? Then what do? I just divide by 8 lor. I take
Oh,
48 and then I just
Daddy,
divide
this is how
by
you do
8.
it.
I will get 6. I get 6. So how long is one line? How long is one short line? 6 cm. Understand now? Okay, clear? Okay, so that's how you get the answer. And to do that, you can use colors. So when you use colors, you might be able to see something. Otherwise, a bit hard to see.
Why
Okay?
can't you divide it by 4?
So, Charlene, what do you say, Charlene?
Why can't you divide it by 4?
Why can't divide by 4? Why divide by 4? If you divide by 4, then you get what? Oh, if you divide by 4,
Well,
then you get like that, lor. Then this is what you get. You divide by 4, you will get two lines. Two lines. But it's still not one line yet. You still have to divide by 2 later, ma. Right? Okay, so understand now? Okay,
no
so
find the camera.
yeah, okay, Ruel, you need to mute yourself. If you're not asking questions, must mute yourself. Otherwise, I'm confused about what you're talking about. Okay, let's go to question 16. Okay, question 16, the answer is uh what's the answer? Okay, the answer is M, row M. And this is a PSLE question. 1 mark only. Okay, how do you get road M? Okay, the figure shows a road map and look out for this compass. Look out. And today I told Aubrey and Ruel that the north may not always point to the top. It may point differently, depends. Okay, it doesn't mean the north is always pointing outwards. So once you have this compass, what do? Complete the compass. You need to complete by drawing your 8-point compass. Then a road move along road H and the car turned into another road. It faced southeast. Where is southeast? Here, here. Can you see the car will go that direction? So which road is that? Here, lor. Same, right? Parallel with the arrowhead parallel, right? So road M is the answer. Got it? Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 17. What are the common factors? 1 and 3. And how to do that? Now you cannot do mentally. You will have to write 1 times 12, 12, 2 times 6, all right? 3 times 4. There's no shortcut to do this, right? And then 4 times 3, there's a 4 already, so you can stop writing. 1 times 27, then 2 cannot, 3 times 9, and then 4 cannot, 5 cannot, 6, 7, 8, 9 have already. And then after that, you circle the common factors. The reason why you get it wrong is because you do it mentally. And that is the most likely the reason. All right? So you should not do mentally. Question 18, your answer is which square do you color? Okay, by the way, how do you know which square you color? This is the river, something like a river. All right, so here, opposite must have a square, right? Symmetric. It means mirror image. So here, right? Opposite, you count 1, 2, 2 square to the river. Then once you cross the river, you must also go 2 squares. And you can see that there's no shading, so must color. All right, how about this one? You cross the river and you will see a square that you need to color also. All right, and I think that's it. You need to color 2 squares only. All right, so quite easy. Question 18, nothing much, nothing hard. Question 19, the answer is 113 degrees. And identical. When you see the word identical, is your lucky day because they are all the same. What do you mean all the same? This angle and this angle will be the same lah. Right? And before you do angles, you must put the question mark. Very important. RQS, where is your question mark? Which is here. Okay? So you do angles, you must put the question mark so that you don't find the wrong thing. You take you take 360, right? Angles that form a circle or angles at a point, minus 134, and then the answer you have to divide by 2, correct? So, and you will get 113 degrees. Understand? So there's a property here. The angles form a circle. That's why it's 360 degrees. Okay? Bidding, do you get the answer correct? Okay, all right, let's go on to the next one. The figure is made of 3 square. What fraction of the figure is shaded? If you see a figure like that with different shapes, you just need to do something easy. Cut it into all identical shapes. Can already. Every time you see different shapes, you just cut them all the same. They all look the same. Then what's the denominator? Which is 12 triangles. And how many triangles are shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 over 12. Yeah, your answer is 7 over 12 of the figure is shaded. So in PSLE, your paper 1, question 16 to 20 will be very easy. Okay, so nothing, so don't make careless mistake. Let's go to question 21. Okay, now question 21, you get it wrong is because you do not ask the question, what is the fraction talking about? Right? So what's the answer first? Now the answer is 1824 ml, or it can be 1.824 liters. Okay. Did anyone has a mistake? Aubrey got mistake? No mistake? Okay, if you have a mistake, then next time do this. If you see fractions, whether in whatever questions that you see, you must always ask what are they talking about. And this is a very simple one. The jar was 2/3. The 2/3 is talking about the jar. Okay. And it was 1/4 full. So this 1/4 is talking about it, which is the jar. How come there's no off? Remember there's an off, right? There used to be an off, 1/4 of something, but there's no off here. So the two fractions are talking about the jot. And because they are talking about the same jot, so you can make the denominator the same. And then what you get? So you get 8 units, and then now become how many units? Now become 3 units, right? So from 8 over 12, now you pour out some water, now become 3 over 12. So how many units do you take out? You must have taken out 5 units. Okay, 5 units, which is 760 ml. Then your 5 units will be 760 ml. Then you find 1 unit, you divide by 5. So 760 divided by 5, you will get 152. And then can you find what is the capacity of the jar? Which is 1 whole. 1 whole means 12 over 12 or 12 units. Okay, 1 whole. So you take 152 times 12, and that's how you get your 1824 ml. Understand? 1 whole means the whole jar, which is 12 over 12. Okay, so when you see fractions, what must you do? Always ask what are the fractions talking about. Same for percentage also. What is the percentage talking about? If they are not talking about the same thing, you cannot make the denominator the same. Okay, just remember that. Okay, next one. Question 22, also quite easy. Your answer is 58 cm. Okay, so how do you find perimeter? You don't know how to do, at least go and find the circumference of a semicircle, right? That's an easy thing you can do. Half times pi d. So pi is fraction. What's the diameter? There's no diameter, leh. Then how? But if you notice carefully, there's a 14 cm. You can cut here. Isn't this how many? 7. So the radius of the radius of this semicircle is 7, right? 7. Can see that? So what is the diameter? You take radius times 2. Right? To get diameter, just take radius times 2 and then change it to a fraction. Cancel, cancel. And then cancel, cancel. Right? Then you multiply the numerators. You get 22, and then 1 times 1 times 1, you will get 1. What's the circumference of the semicircle? 22 cm. And because it's identical, so lucky day, lucky question. So this circumference of the semicircle is also the same. And if this is 7, then this side must also be, this side is also 7. Okay, there's no assuming because they are identical. Identical means what? They have the same radius also. So you need to add the straight lines. 7 plus 7 is 14. And then how do you get the parameter? Uh, did Mr. make a mistake? Mr. forgot to times 2. Sorry, I forgot to times 2. Need to times 2 because there are two semicircles. So I should take 22 times 2. Okay, let's write down. 22 plus 22, then plus 14. Yeah. Because there are two semicircle and then plus two straight lines. And you will get your answer now, 58. Clear so far? Valerie, okay, Valerie? You're staring at the screen, very engrossed in the screen. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, question number 23. When you see fraction, what happened? There's a family. There's a 2/3 and there's a 3/3. So do you know where's a 2/3? Do you know what is a 3/3? 3/3 is where? 3/3 is everybody, right? If 1/3 of the family has one child, then this must be 1/3, right? Then the rest of the families must be how many? The rest of this must be 2/3. Oh yeah, Mister got no space. 2/3. Got it? Right? So there's a 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. Uh, Same for percentage. All right, 100%. You also got a family of percentage. Okay, then what do you do? Now count the gaps. No matter whether line graph or bar graph, you need to count the gaps. 5 units, 10. 1 unit, 2. Then you need to put the numbers on top. Some of you don't put numbers on top, which is very dangerous. Yeah, so put the numbers on top, and then what do you do? Then you can see that 2/3 or 2 units is 18 plus 24 plus 10. So, how many is that? I think it's 52, right? And then after that, you find 1/3, and you will get 52 divided by 2, 26. So you will need to draw the bar that shows 26, which is here. Okay, so you have to draw the rectangle. So this is your 26 families who has only one child. Am I correct? Okay. All right. Bidding, correct, bidding. Do you have your any mistake? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay. Okay, this one. Now, 50%. Again, revise. What is it talking about? Especially for Billing, Aubrey, Ruel. Now, percentage, fraction, you need to ask what are they talking about. Look at what's behind the of. Of what? A number. So this percentage is talking about a number. And this this fraction is talking about what? Look at what's behind the of, the number. Okay, so if 50% of a number is 30, so what do? You can 100% because the number must be 100%, right? And 50% is 30. The number is 100%, right? Now, if you find confusing, you find it a bit confusing, never mind. Change the percentage to fraction. Also can. Fraction. So half of a number is 30. And you may even want to draw a model if you like. So the number cut into two boxes. Half of the number is 30. Then what's the number? The number must be 60. Okay. So if the number is 60, right? The number is 60. Then you cut this rectangle into three boxes. So you divide by 3, 20, 20, 20. What is 2/3 of the number? Which is two boxes, 40. So your answer is 40. All right, then you tell Mr. Wow, this is even more work, more steps, more drawing. Okay, is there a faster way? Yeah, there's a faster way. Okay, in case you want to draw model, this is how you draw. But there is a faster way. The faster way is like this. Okay, very easy. Now, 50% of a number is 30. That tells you what? That tells you that 50% is 30. The number is 100%. 30 times 2. That is your number. Okay? Then what is 2/3 of is times 2/3 of the number. Okay? Then you just change the whole number to fraction. Cancel, cancel. 2 times 20, 40. 1 times 1 is 1. And that's how you still get the same answer. There are still many other ways you still can get the answer. Still many other ways, okay? It all depends on what way you prefer and which is easier for you. Okay, I can draw a model, I can do this, I can do that. It's up to you. Okay. All right. So did anyone get a mistake for this one? Anybody?
Teacher, can I see the previous question?
Previous question, which is the bar graph. Okay. Yep.
Okay
Any
then.
question? Okay, done ready?
Yep.
Okay, so math got many ways of doing. Okay, so don't give up. This way cannot think of a different way. All right, this method cannot think of a different method. Paper one, unfortunately, you don't get to use method. Only in paper two, then you use the methods. All right. Okay, question 25. Answer is 7. Okay, 7. Correct. Okay, if you get it wrong, okay, let me tell you why. Number one, you counted the cube wrongly. And how do you count the cube? 3, count by the column. Okay, 3, 3, 3, 3. You count this way, you never go wrong. Dong, dong, dong. Okay, and then after that, plus them. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 cubes only. Okay, do you have 20 cubes when you counted? If you didn't have 20 cubes, means you counted wrongly or you count differently. I don't know. Okay, then how many more cubes must you add to make it into a perfect cube like this? Okay, very simple. Look at the side 3. Look at the side 3. Here 3, which means 3, 3, 3. How many cubes do you need to make this perfect cube? 3 times 3 times 3, 27. So how many more do you need? Then you minus 27 minus 27. Okay, easy. All right. And last week we talked about cuboid. Yeah, how many cubes do you add to make it into a cuboid? That one please know also how to make it into a cuboid. Question 26. Now, question 26, 7 is to 4. Okay, 7 is to 4. So did anyone has a mistake? This one should be quite easy as well. Okay, but I'm going to show those of you who are new here. Okay, if you didn't come from my lesson, for those who are in my lesson, you can draw the model for this. Okay, but remember the table method? If this is a before and after problem, then we can use the table method. How do you know it's a before and after? Sean and Joe shared some stamps in the ratio 3:8. Then Joe gave half of the stamp to Sean. Then what happened? What was the new ratio of the stamp Sean had to Joe? Right in the end, right? So it's like a before and after. Now, if it's a before and after problem, you can draw your before and after model, or you can have a table. Remember, those in my class, the table. So we are going to revise, but this question is too easy to use a table. The table is only for very hard questions in paper two, before and after. This question is a bit too simple, but Mr. I want to show the rest of you who haven't seen the table before. So you have the B. What is B, by the way? Before. And what is C? C means change. What happened? Okay, action. What happened? A means after, in the end. And then you will need to label the people. What's their name? The name of the people. And your table must always have a total, right? Okay, let me ask Jiale. Okay, this is a before and after problem. What is unchanged? What is
Total.
unchanged?
Total.
Mr. Can't hear you. Like, your voice is a bit too soft.
Total.
Yeah, the total. There are 4 answers that you need to consider. Number one, one person unchanged. Number two, total unchanged. Number three, the difference unchanged. Number four, everything all changed. Now, the before and after problem will be very hard when everything all changed. Then it will be very hard. But this is still quite easy because the total is the same. All right, how do you do this table? John and Joe ratio 3:8. Just put the numbers inside, and then the total is 11. And you need to call them units, all right? And then Joe gave half. He gave half. So what do? So you divide by 2 lah, right? So you minus 4, minus 4, right? And then give to who? Give to Sean. So Sean plus 4 unit, right? And then what? How many they have now? So Sean got 7, and then Joe got 4, right? And the total is still the same. So what's the ratio of Sean to Joe in the end? 7:4. Okay, so this is how you use a table, but it's too simple. This table is more for very hard questions. Okay, but otherwise you can see that there's a method here that can be used to solve before and after problem. All right, so do you all see this kind of table before? I'm sure maybe yes, right? Right, Charlene, maybe Valerie, yeah. But there's more to this table than what you have seen. More. Okay, there's more to this table. All right, so never mind. When the time comes, I'll show you. Okay, PSLE question. All right, PSLE question. Get it wrong. This is one of the more harder questions. Your answer is uh okay. Do you get 28? 28. Anyone get 28? Nobody. Only Ruel. Okay, how do you get 28? Now, a player has to play a total of 4 games. The score for Mr. Ong first 3 games are shown below. Mr. Ong will qualify for round 2 if the average score for 3 of the 4 games is 25 or more. What is the lowest score Mr. Ong must get in the 4th game to qualify? Okay, now you don't know how to do. At least you can do something simple. There is an average, right? Average for 3 of the game is 25. So can you find the total? You take the average, all right, and you multiply by how many games to get the total? 25, you times 3, right? To get at least 75 points. So which means that Mr. Ong must get at least 75 to qualify, right? At least 75. Okay, so what is the lowest score? To get the lowest score, what do you mean? It means that you have to choose highest score, two highest score, and then you can what? Then you can have the lowest score here already. So what is the sum of these two highest score, which is 47, right? 47. I need 75 together to qualify. So I will take 75 minus 47, which I already have already, and then I minus, and what do I get? It means that I will need to get 28. I will need to get another 28 points to qualify. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Now, it means that, for example, let's say I'm playing badminton game, right? I got 3 rounds. Okay, I play 3 rounds. Then my first round, I score very high, maybe 10 upon 10, 10 upon 10. Okay, for example, lah. Second round, I also score very high, 10 upon 10. Then my third round, I can relax now. Right, I can get lower score because I have already got a lot of points already. A lot of points already. So then this will be my lowest score. Right? Means I don't have to get so many points already. So to get the lowest score, what do? You have to choose your best score. Choose your best score. Your best scores are these. And then you will be able to find your lowest score already. You understand? All right? Clear so far? Okay, what happened if the question tombalik? If the question tells you what is the highest score that he must get to qualify, then what do? Then you will have to choose the lowest score. Wow, means almost going to fail already, leh. Like it's like your test marks. You get so low score, then your third test you better get very high score. Otherwise you will you will be disqualified, right? So to get the highest score, you must choose your lowest test score. Right? But in this question, you want the lowest score, so you choose what? You choose the highest results, highest score, and then your this question mark can be 28 points already, which is the lowest score. Are you clear? Do you understand? Okay, clear so far? Okay, so this is how you how you get the lowest score. So your answer will be 28. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Now, if you still got questions after the lesson, you can stay behind and ask me. Okay, sweet problem, same thing. If it's easy, you don't have to draw the model. You can do something like this. Capital D, capital S, please don't put time. This is what time, not duration. When you put capital T, it is the duration, talking about duration. So what time did he reach town B? So what do? You have to find the duration first, right? So look at the triangle. So distance, speed, time. To get the time, you must take distance and divided by speed. Check the unit. Remember, Mr. told you before you divide, you need to check to see that they are the same. Then you cancel and and then 20 divided by 8. What do? You have to do dividing. working. 20 divided by 8. So you have 2 times 8, 16, remainder 4. Don't continue to divide because you want to get your fraction. And then how do you get how many hours and minutes? You get your simplest form, all right? And then make the denominator into a 60 because 1 hour is 60 minutes, and you will get 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, that is the duration. So if he set off at 10:30, what time did he reach? You can do mentally. 10:30 plus 2 hours will be 12:30. 12:30 plus another 30 minutes later, your answer will be 1 p.m. Okay, 1 p.m. Or you can leave it as 24-hour clock. Okay, either answer correct because the question never asks you what format. Clear? Okay, let's move on. Next one, question 29. Now, this one you might have a mistake. Have you seen do you know what is per entry? Yeah, Ruel, question, Ruel.
For question 28, I thought I'll say
Ruel, your voice a bit not clear. You need to try to be clearer. Question 28, can you
for question 28, they never say whether it's morning or night.
never say whether is it 12-hour or 24-hour clock? You mean?
No, they never say whether it's morning or at night.
Never say what? Mister can't really catch what you say. Sis,
Whether it's morning or at night.
oh, never say morning. Oh, God. Okay, 10:30 is morning, night, or afternoon. 10:30 is 10:30 is a 24-hour clock. 10:30, look at the hour here, is what? Is less than 12. Less than 12 means what? What's the 12-hour clock? 10:30 a.m. If the hour is less than 12, that is morning. If the hour is less than 12, this is hour. This is minutes, right? So if the hour is less than 12, that's morning already. If it's 12 and bigger, that is afternoon, PM, or night. Did I answer your question, Ruel? Okay, so know your okay, no this one must know Okay, next one. Okay, let's go to this one. Now, what's the answer for this one? Now, the answer is $5.70. Okay. Now, if you get it wrong, it's because maybe you never see this word before. What do you mean by per entry? Per entry means if your car is inside the car park after 7 p.m., you pay extra $3. If your car is still inside, you pay extra money. All right. So you need to draw a line method. So you have 4:35 p.m. until 8:10 p.m. So what do you do? Now, for paper 2, paper 1, you always do this line method. And then you cut the first hour, so until 5:35 p.m. First hour is $1.20. And then what do? Then you just cut half an hour, half an hour, half an hour. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. So I think we can cut it's not a lot. So 30 minutes later will be 6:05. This is why you have the line method, so you can cut. And then 6:35. And then another 30 minutes later will be 7:05. And then another 30 minutes later will be 7:35. And then another 30 minutes later will be 8:05. Okay? And then after that will be 8:10. So that's why you have a line method to cut. Okay, but later on in paper 2, you find that there are too many parts to cut. Then you need to what? You need to use your method called grouping method. Okay? So half an hour, 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 and this is your part thereof, which is 5 minutes. So 5 minutes is your part thereof. So every half an hour, you pay 75 cents. Now, when you do all this on the paper 1 or even paper 2, do you know that these are your meta marks? These are your meta marks. The teacher can see clearly and give you the marks, right? Okay, so for your part thereof, you still have to pay 75 cents. All right, then what do? Then you plus them all together. So 75 cents times 6. 75 cents times 6 will be how much? So you get 75 cents times 6 will be $4.50 or $4.50. And then after that, you need to add $1.20. And that's how you get $5.70. Yeah. Okay. And when you write like that, it also helps you to check whether got mistake or not. Right? Okay. Next one. so far, no question now. The paper one, the last question is usually the hardest. Okay, usually the hardest. Uh, but question 30 will be, yeah, Ruel?
I thought after 7 is 0.3.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, so sorry. Miss Nam forgot. Miss Nam make a big careless mistake. I forgot about the 7 p.m. Miss Nam just talked to you about the $3 per entry, right? And then Miss Nam didn't go and add that also. So because let me see, your car is already inside after 7 p.m. already, right? So because your car is already inside after 7 p.m., what happened? You will have to add another $3. Yeah, Mr. was talking about this just now, and then I also forgot to add $3. So you have to add $3. Why? Because your car is still inside. Okay, so do you get your answer correct now? Yeah. Charlene, you understand, Charlene? You're stretching your head like, hope you're not confused. Mr. forgot, okay? Mr. was talking about $3 must,
Wait,
okay?
don't you have to remove the one that's the 75 cent after 7 o'clock?
Hmm? No, you don't remove you don't remove the 75 cents. 75 cent is every half an hour. Every half an hour, right? You must 75 cent. And then the part thereof is also counted as 75 cent. Part thereof is counted as another group. Ruben, are you confused about the 5 minutes? Are you confused?
No, because I thought like after 7 o'clock you count $3. You don't count the 75 cents anymore.
Oh, no. You will actually have to still continue to count 75 cent. And then what happened is after if your car is still inside after 7 p.m., you still add another $3. You still have to add another $3. So you still have to continue the 75 cent until the end. Then you top up with another $3. Okay, that's how the car park earn money. Right, the car park will earn money. Okay. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now question 30. Now, uh, a piece of wire 3 meter long is used to form four equilateral triangles. It means all the sides are equal, and the PQ is 37 cm. What is the length of the wire left? Where is PQ? This is the PQ, which is 37 cm. And what's the answer? The answer is 115 centimeter. Okay, maybe for Rivel later you stay behind about question 29. All right, Mr. will talk to you about question 29. Okay, and those of you who also need to talk about that. Okay, now again for this question 30 will be similar to the one that you did in the multiple choice question. Colors. You need colors. Okay, so we're going to use some colors to see how many groups are there. All right, red color, okay, and blue color. Together, how long is that? 37. All right, next one. Red color, blue color, another 37. Okay? All right. Next one. Red color, blue color, another 37. Correct? Next one. Red color, oh no, red color and blue color, another 37. Next one. Red color, another blue color, 37. So how many pairs of red and blue? Five pairs. So you plus them together, 37 times 5. What is the length of the wire that you use? You have used 185 cm of wire. The wire is 3 meter long. So what is the leftover? Minus 185. And you will get the leftover wire. Okay, got it? So colors again. You have to use colors. Clear so far? Okay. Okay. All right. Now, if there's no question, then what happened is today will be the last week of April. So we have 1 month break. Right. Then June, we will have our paper one lesson again. And then okay, now what will happen in that paper one lesson? That paper one lesson, you will most likely be doing school paper already. Means you won't be doing this kind of paper one that Mr. Ong has created, you'll be doing other school paper one lessons. All right, means you'll do paper one from other schools. All right, so that you can see for yourself how many marks you get for that for the schools that you have done. All right. Okay, if there's no question, then I hope you have learned a lot of things over the weeks, and we will continue the next June. Okay, next June we will continue. All right. So no questions? I'll see you in 2 months later. All right. So goodbye, everybody, and then Ruel, you can stay behind. right? Okay, goodbye everyone. And anyone else who want to stay behind, you can stay behind. Okay, bye bye. Okay, bye, Xiao. Bye, Charlene. Charlene got question to ask me?
No, but here.
Huh, you want to hear? Xiao got question to ask me?
Where you get the the 537s from?
Oh, 537 now. It's not just okay, just say okay. One more time. Okay. PQ, the length of PQ is 37 cm. All right, where is PQ? Here and here. Right? I use different colors. One long line, one short line. Add together 37. Clear? Okay, then if you look carefully, equilateral triangles means all the sides are equal. So let's look at this bigger triangle. Do you see another red line? Red line means what? They are all the same side, equal side. Okay, then the blue one equal to the no the blue triangle, the blue sides are equal. So that's another 37. Okay, then you continue to highlight lah. Red, then another blue, another 37. And then red, and then another blue. So another 37. Okay. And then last one, red and blue, 37. So what am I doing? I'm highlighting the wire used to make the figure, right? So what is the wire used to make the figure? 185 cm. Then how do you get the left? You take the 3 meter minus lah, minus to get the left. Understand already? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Then suddenly there's nothing. You can then if anything else to ask me, or you want to also stay behind to. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I just want to hear.
Okay, Ruel, your turn, Ruel. Are you still confused about the $3 per entry?
No, because like from starting from 7, right? It's like I thought they take off the 75 cents already. Then they replace it with the $3. Why would they add $3 and the other 75 cents also?
Okay. Okay, now this part, Miss Tong can tell you. Okay, first of all, did your teacher teach you about this thing? Have you learned? Okay, now, so the rest of you, what did your teacher say about, have you learned about this question before? Have you looked at this entry? The word entry? So, Jiala, do you see the word entry?
My teacher says like I think it's like once you go in, then it's like $3 for all. I don't know.
Means you don't need to add
No,
another
because
75
per
cents.
entry is like once you go in, then you just pay $3. No matter how long you stay, it's also still $3, right?
Okay. How about Jiala? Did your teacher say that? Means once you go in already, then you don't need to pay 75 cents, 75 cents. You just pay $3 after 7 p.m. Is that
Because
correct?
like per entry is like no matter how long you stay, it's still $3.
Okay.
It's
So
like you
Jiala,
stay
do
for
you
half an
agree? I mean,
hour, it's still
is that what
$3.
teacher say also?
Not teacher, but Google. Yeah.
Google, huh? Google. Google. Okay, how about Charlene? How about you?
Yeah, my teacher also said.
Okay. Then maybe okay, Mister will check it out. I will check it out and see again, and then maybe the next lesson I will talk about this again. Okay, then maybe Mr. may have may have this a bit not so correct also. All right. But I will check it out and let you know in the next paper one lesson. But I thought it's once you go in now, you have to keep paying until then plus another $3. But I will check it again. Okay. So thanks for letting me know. But Ruel, can you tell me next paper one, you remind me about this so that I can tell everybody about what you told me. All right. Okay. So good. At least we all learned something. Okay. So any other questions before we have a 1 month break? Okay, then I will see you all the next June. Okay. All right. So goodbye, everybody. See you next June and have a good rest.
Bye
Bye.
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.